Winter is here. Hi guys, good morning. It's Monday and welcome back to my channel. I am heading into work right now because I am now officially a Monday through Friday carpet dweller in the land of the second floor teams. It's been a little while since I've posted. I'm going to do this as I'm heading into work just to kind of, catch you guys up and talk about what's been going on, some of the big changes that have happened, and really just kind of fill you in because it's been a little while. If you followed along on my blog on turningstrawberry.com, then you know for the last 2 months, it's been an adventure in terms of trying to get a different position, trying to get a different role. So I've mentioned it a few times before in past videos, and I've mentioned it in past blogs. However, I work for Tesla Motors. I live in Nevada. I commute every day to the Gigafactory in Sparks. When I moved out here, I was brought in as a production supervisor. So I used to work for Frito-Lay. A little bit of background to me and my career and how Turning Strawberry even became a thing. I was really unhappy. And long story short, I ended up accepting the position out here. And I took my first ever role as a production manager, as a production supervisor. And this was when we were doing the March to 2500. If you follow Tesla, then you may or may not remember this, but 2018 was a make or break year for the company because it was the year that we were trying to prove that we could become cash positive, that we could become profitable. And so that's why I was brought in. I was recruited out of Frito-Lay to come out here to run the lines and to make it profitable. After 2.5 years, it's not my thing anymore. I've done it. I've been there. I can say I conquered, and I'm ready to move on. I've worked in a couple different areas. I ran a few different lines. I had a few different job functions, and it became time for me to get back to my roots. If you don't know, I have a degree in engineering, and I want to use it. So, I'm hitting a bunch of traffic. I'm going to join back in again once I'm off the main highway. Okay, so my ride to work right now, it's kind of three to four different roads. Only one of them is heavy traffic. The rest of them are all back roads. And so, yeah, when I'm merging and driving down heavy traffic, I'm not trying to be distracted by talking. So, all right, so what was I saying? Technical. So my whole purpose, my whole kind of idea here was if you've been following along, again, I've been ramping up Turning Strawberry as an online yoga studio. I've been putting more effort and more energy into class offerings and being more proactive about making sure that it's providing stuff that that people actually want to join into, But before I up and left, because my living situation, again, this is going to be a full-blown update. So I have moved in with my partner. He bought a house. The last couple of videos that were posted from 2 months ago were us moving in. We have, for the most part, settled in, but here's the deal. It is an 800 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house where the living room is connected to the kitchen, and the bedrooms really aren't that far apart. So if I take a phone call while he's trying to sleep, it's very difficult because you can hear it. You can hear it throughout the entire house. And it's just, I love you, hun, but 2 months in, and he feels the same way. We're kind of driving each other nuts. At least in the old house, so we lived together for 1.5 years before we moved into this house. In the old house, it was almost a 2,000 square foot house that was 2-story, with 3 or 4 different bedrooms, areas that we could tuck away in. There were, he could go downstairs and play in his man cave and work on, firearms or whatever he wanted to work on, and I couldn't hear a dang thing. I could be upstairs teaching yoga, and he would just go downstairs, and he'd be fine because he would, watch a movie or do something else. We can't do anything without stepping on each other right now. And it's a lot of extra stress that neither of us need. My whole plan before winter hit was to move into an RV. So back in March, because we talked about moving out from each other, back in January, February, March timeframe. So I bought a 1986 Toyota Rogue RV in March of 2020, in March of this year, right before COVID hit. And again, if you've watched some of my videos, you know I got injured pretty badly in March going into April, and that took me out of commission from doing anything for like 2 months. When it finally became time that I could like start doing things again, now we're in the middle of summer, and in the house that we used to live in, there was no covering. And so the only time that I could really work on anything was super early in the morning or really late at night. And even late at night, everything's still scorching hot. So like all the tools are hot, you're burning, everything's hot. Ooh, out of focus. Focus. Focus on me. Focus on me. You're not, there we go. Okay. So pretty much throughout the summer months, I got some basic stuff done, but like it doesn't have electricity in it, so it's not like I could run the AC. I ended up ripping the AC off anyways. But like we got the back of it off, and then I got the carpet ripped out, stuff like that, but it was just so dang hot. And my partner, when we saw the extent of what the damage was, because let's be real, the people that sold it to me, they omitted a lot of information that there's no way they didn't not know when they sold it. So kudos to them, they made a lot of extra money off of me, but shame on you for selling a lemon to someone knowingly. Like that's just not cool. But it's just a lot of extra work. It's work that I didn't expect when I bought it. The plan was I would rip the carpet out and replace it with some hardwood flooring, and that I should be good to go. Let me insert some pictures of what the RV looks like right now. As you can tell, there's snow on the ground, and the RV's not done. The RV doesn't even have a roof on it all the way, and the roof that I did get put up on it is now wet with snow because we had a windstorm hit 3 nights ago that ripped the tarp off that I had secured, and yeah, there's snow all over my baseboards and my framework, and the snow was blown through the tunnel where I had all the building materials, so my insulation is soaking wet right now. Like several $100s worth of building materials are, I'm hoping not ruined, but I'm pretty sure they're ruined. That's an update on the RV. I planned on doing a whole video series on it. Like, we'll see what ends up happening to that, because I don't know what's gonna happen to that RV. I'd hate to lose that investment because, like I said, the old couple that lemoned me, like, they got a steal for the piece of junk that they sold me. I'm currently looking to move out as soon as possible. So there are apartment places in the Reno area that are leasing effective December 1st. But I've also started the application process for a home loan to buy a house to move into. So Reno is way too dang expensive. I have a pretty high cap on my mortgage loan, and I can't afford a house in Sparks, like in the Reno area or Sparks area. Like if I tried, I would be house broke. Let's just put it that way. Like I could buy one, I could, but I would be house broke, and I ain't doing that. For a reasonable price range, I guess, $200,000 is not reasonable, especially when these houses I could buy in Ohio for $100 or less. Like, come on. But the house that I currently am waiting to hear back on, I was trying to tour it yesterday. I was confirmed for a walkthrough on Sunday, and then the realtor never called me. I'm either moving into an apartment or I'm moving into a house if I can buy a house in time. But my family's coming out for Christmas, so I'm super excited about that. We'll see how all of that goes, but it'll be the first time that they come out to Nevada and actually visit and see what's going on. So I'm kind of like trying to get a feel for it. The house that I was looking at The pictures are nice, like it's a 1979, and I'm pretty sure there's a wood-burning fireplace inside of it, which is like kind of what's selling me, even though the house is a little more out of date. But it's not run down, it's just older. And my other option, if I can't buy a house in the allotted time slot that I would like, and mind you, I am looking at moving out as soon as possible. One of the last like serious conversations that my partner and I had was like, we need to fix this. But it's already gotten better because of my schedule. Like, he's at school Monday through Wednesday, and then he works nights Wednesday through Saturday, and I'm out of the house Monday through Friday. Plus, I'm doing a lot of traveling for work. I was in California last week. So even though, like, I'm out of the house, I'm not actually living in the house. Like, I am, all of my stuff is there, but I've been in this new role for a week, and I've only been home for, like, 4 days out of the last, like, 8 or 9. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I kind of think that's about it. For yoga, yeah. So Turning Strawberry updates. Right now, classes are going to be Sunday and Tuesday. Those were the top 2 days that you guys picked. Y'all seem to be a lot of night owls, so that works out fine for me. The classes right now are scheduled for 7 p.m. Sunday and 7 p.m. Tuesday. So yeah, some kind of like pre-holiday awareness for some launches that are going on. For the holidays, for Christmas, I am dropping some gear, some yoga gear. So I've been working on a rebrand. I have been working on Turning Strawberry, updating the logo, making it more along the lines of what I have had in my mind for the last year, but haven't really had like the motivation. That's really what it is. It's not time, it's just motivation to do it. And I've been making all sorts of excuses like, I don't have good equipment, or I don't have an iPad to do this. I'm not an Apple person, and I'm like, I need an iPad. But yeah, lots of stuff along those lines. I've just been making excuses, and now I'm finally not making excuses anymore and doing it. And so lots of stuff to look out for. Lots of gear, lots of tank tops. I shouldn't say lots of tank tops. It's one tank top. But just some branded content that will be available for pre-order. So that way I can place an accurate order for what you guys want. And then, yeah, you'll have it and it'll be ready for Christmas, and you can get it and pass it off to your friends or to yourself. And when we yoga together, we can just be a tribe, you know? We can just vibe together in our matching sweaters and tank tops and like do the yoga. Anyways, that's it, guys. Oh, good parking. Okay. I know it's going to be a phenomenal day, if not a phenomenal week, because I never get front row parking. It is almost 8:30 and it is always jam-packed. So I'm super pumped about that. And I hope your day, week, everything goes just as well. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.